So hello to my CHET artists. This is Ms Beth and this is my first try at sending you an art lesson at home. I am stuck home just like you, and all of my super fun art supplies are at CHET. So when I make art at home, I've got to use just what's here. And that's an extra challenge, but there are so many fun things that we can do just with what we find in our house. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you a light box. Some of you have gotten to try a light box at CHET, but the light box turns on and it lets you trace any picture that you have. So this is a picture of a jellyfish from a coloring book that I printed from online, and when I put the paper over it and hold it very still with all of my fingers spread out, it lets me trace those fun curvy jellyfish lines so that I get my own drawing of the jellyfish. There's my drawing. Most of you are not going to have light boxes at home, so I'm going to show you a fun thing you can do to substitute for the light box. So you may not have a light box in your house, but somewhere in your house you have a window. And this is going to work today, even though it's not even all that sunny. So that's my front door. Here's my same jellyfish picture. And I'm going to use just regular Scotch tape to tape it to the window. You are going to want to make sure that you ask your mom or dad first before you go taping things in your house. The glass, it usually comes off of okay, but you should never put it on wood furniture. Now, the type of picture you use is important. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Over my jellyfish picture, I'm going to tape some plain copy paper. Art paper that's thick won't work too well for this because we really need to be able to see through the picture. I'm going to use Sharpie so that you can see it better. And I'm going to trace those same fun curvy jellyfish lines. And if you look at this picture, most of the lines are curved lines, aren't they? We don't see angle lines except maybe at the end of those little tentacle things. It's a little awkward with our picture up vertical. It feels different tracing than when we have it on a table. I'm doing my speedy version, but you have plenty of time today to do a careful version because there's no clock telling us when our class is going to end. That's a good part of doing our school at home. So we did end up with some circles, but the rest were curvy lines. And let's think about all those sea creatures. Are most of them made up of curvy lines? And now you can see that my picture looks a lot like the picture I started with. Let's talk a quick minute here about the kinds of pictures that are good. This is a picture that I got out of a coloring book of cats, but because it's a coloring book, there's also cats on the other side. So when I put it up against the window, I see both sides, and that would make it really, really hard to trace. One kind of picture that works well is a picture that comes out of a calendar, because even though on the back we see that calendar grid, it's so light that we're able to see the picture clearly. So I've got this fun rooster, and he would be a great project to decorate after I get him all traced. So I'm going to put that tape on, and that helps me hold it. But I still, when I trace, I like to spread my fingers out to hold it still. Now what kind of shapes do I see? I see an angle line. I see a circle and a dot. I see, ooh, a bunch of angle lines here for his crown. And then a curved line. And there's his legs, straight line. And he kind of goes right there into the grass. So we'll add some grass. More curved lines. One thing about tracing or drawing from a picture is that most of the people who see your artwork are not going to see the picture that you were drawing from. And so even if it's a little off, that is okay. If we wanted the exact copy, we would just do that with the copy machine, right? So we don't need the exact copy. We need your version of what that rooster looks like. I'm just going to give these little hints of feather shapes that I can see to give me a guide when I color. And when I copy in art class, that is a totally okay thing. If you copied your sister's math and tried to make it that was your math, that is not an okay thing. But in art class, as long as you give credit to where you got the picture from, copying is a great way to learn. So that is all I have for you today. I want you to clean up any mess you made. Make sure your tape does not stick to that glass. If it does, it might take a little scraping to get it off. Mine came off pretty clearly. There's my rooster I started with, so I'm going to have fun coloring him. If you do this project and would take a picture and email it to me from the address on the CHET website, then next week when I send out the lesson, I can include in there your artwork so everyone can see. I miss you guys so much. I miss our making art together, but I'm glad we get to try and do it through the video. Hope you all are well. I love you, and I'm praying for you, and I hope we get to see each other soon.